Hi again, everybody. It's time for your obituaries on the Paper News 24/7. Gerald R. Dryer, 88, died at Lane House on Thursday. Born at Sunman, Indiana, in Ripley County, as the last of 8 children of Fred and Effie Dryer, he grew up in Indianapolis and was graduated from Arsenal Technical High School in 1940. He married Bess Maxine Best on July 19, 1947. She survives. Other survivors include 3 sons: Gerald A. Dryer of Phoenix, Arizona; Thomas W. and Richard C. Dryer, Dillon, Colorado; 2 daughters, Mary Beth Betsy Brunette, Indianapolis; and Carol Ann Bunnell, River Junction, Michigan; and 8 grandchildren. He was a 1944 graduate of Wabash College and served on the college administrative staff as Director of Public Relations and Sports Information Director from 1962 until 1973. He also had been a class agent for Wabash since the inception of the agent system in 1956. Following graduation from Wabash, Dryer worked for the Indianapolis Star as a city desk reporter until he entered the United States Navy in September 1945. He received an honorable discharge from the Navy in 1946. After a year of graduate work in journalism and advertising at Indiana University, he was employed by the Indianapolis News, first as a reporter, then for 4 years as business editor. Dryer went to work for Carl Bayer and Associates, a public relations firm based in New York, in 1955, at which time the family moved to Fort Wayne, returning to Indianapolis in 1959 when he was hired as an assistant account executive with Bozell and Jacobs, an advertising agency. In 1960, the Dryer family was selected to represent the state of Indiana in the All-American Family Search, a nationwide competition held in Lehigh Acres, Florida. A veteran realtor and civic volunteer, he had retired in 1987 as the original executive director of the Crawfordsville Housing Authority, a position he had held since the authority was organized in 1975. He was a member of the First United Methodist Church, which he had served as chairman of the Board of Trustees, and more recently as property manager and head usher. Active in church and civic affairs, he was one of the founders of Churchmen United of Montgomery County in 1968 and served as president of this Lenten Breakfast series in 1992. Since then, he has continued as publicity director. The Crawfordsville Elks Club named him Citizen of the Year in 1992. Dryer also was a past president of the Montgomery Board of Realtors, the local chapter of the American Association of Retired Persons, the Montgomery chapter of the American Heart Association, the local Council on Aging, Community Friends of Wabash College, the Indiana Bluebird Society, the Indiana Audubon Society, and local Audubon chapters in Indianapolis and Fort Wayne. He was a former treasurer of the local affiliate of Habitat for Humanity and currently served on its board of directors. He also was on the board of FISH, a church-related organization, and served as assistant to former Mayor Philip Q. Michael in 1993-94. He had been a member of the Crawfordsville Kiwanis Club since 1971 and served as club president in 1979-80. In 1997-98, he served as a distinguished lieutenant governor of the Sagamore Division of Indiana Kiwanis. Also, he had more than 27 years of perfect attendance with the local club. He was president of the Area 4 Council on Aging and Community Services for more than 15 years, beginning in 1981, and was honored by that organization in 1998 when he was named a Sagamore of the Wabash by Governor Frank O'Bannon. Mr. Dryer first entered the real estate business in 1976 as a sales associate with Carl Bruder. Later, he qualified as a real estate broker and for several years operated Bluebird Realty in Crawfordsville. In more recent years, he was a broker associate with Century 21 Nubian Associates. In 1999, he became a broker associate with Coldwell Banker Horizon. An avid bowler for more than 40 years, he was secretary for the City League and the Town and Country League and was named to the Hall of Fame by the Crawfordsville Men's Bowling Association in 1991. Funeral services are scheduled for 11 a.m. Wednesday at First United Methodist Church with the Reverend Gary Lewis officiating. A committal service will follow at 3:30 p.m. Wednesday at Washington Park East in Indianapolis. Calling will be at First United Methodist Church from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Wednesday. Memorials may be made to the American Heart Association, Habitat for Humanity, or the Wabash College Alumni Fund. Thomas O. Earl, 56, of Crawfordsville, passed away on Tuesday evening at the St. Elizabeth East Hospital in Lafayette. Arrangements are pending at Powers Pre-Funeral Home, Crawfordsville. Gloria A. Lane of Waveland died Thursday at Williamsburg Healthcare at 1:20 p.m. She was born to Donald W. and Carol Z. Krause Nicholson on March 23, 1924 at Crawfordsville. She married James Harold Lane August 9, 1941 at Crawfordsville. He died December 11, 1933. She was a member of Grace and Mercy Church of Crawfordsville. She was a homemaker and was a nurse aide at Culver Union Hospital. She attended Crawfordsville schools. Survivors are daughters Carol Ann and Ray France of Waveland, Arlene Bazzani of Waveland, 4 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, and a sister, Marilyn Brown of Washington State. She was preceded by her parents and a brother. Graveside services will be Saturday at 2 p.m. at Maple Ridge Cemetery at Waveland. Friends may call from noon until service time at MacLeod and Survey's Funeral Home at Waveland. Condolences may be sent to www.macleodsurveys.com. Lanny Martin of Crawfordsville passed away Wednesday morning at St. Elizabeth East in Lafayette. He was 59. Mr. Martin was an assistant pressman at R.R. Donnelly for over 30 years. He was a member of the Donnelly Club, Eagles, and Moose. He enjoyed reading and volunteered taking books to shut-ins. He also loved his grandkids, bowling, and golf. Born August 20, 1951 in Crawfordsville, he was the son of Walter Herbert Martin and Laura Jane McLean Martin. He was a 1969 graduate of Crawfordsville High School. Survivors include a son, Jesse, and Stephanie Wethington Martin of Crawfordsville, a brother, Dan Martin of California, a sister, Carol Pulver of Ohio, an uncle, David McLean of Crawfordsville, as well as 3 grandchildren, Peyton, Andrew, and Madison. No public services are planned. Cremation arrangements were made through Burkhart Funeral Home. Online condolences may be made at www.burkhartfh.com. And those are your obituaries for Friday, May 27th, 2011. I'm Frank Phillips reporting.